Yo, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm rocking with Shay Bay on Hot 1041. You know what it is. St. Louis. Holla. Yeah, yeah.
Hot 104.1, FTL's number one for hip hop and R&B. What's good is Shay Bay with you. And I know you know the man I got right here, the one, the only legend, Ice Cube. What's up?
Yeah, yeah. What's happening with you?
I'm excited to see you. Now, you've been to St. Louis so many different times. One of the times you were actually here for a Ride Along 2 premiere. How do you like
Yeah.
St. Louis? Why do you keep on coming back?
Man, I love the vibe, love the energy of the people. It's one of the realest cities in the United States. It's kind of it reminds me of those cities that always make an impression, whenever I hit the town. You know, they've been big fans of mine, almost 40 years, in the game. So, I just dig the town.
Definitely. So you're going to be here this Sunday. You were actually here last summer performing, and I posted a video of you performing, and I got so many different people messaging me and commenting on the video, like, why didn't you tell me that Ice Cube is coming? But you're going to be here this Sunday. It's going down at the factory. Tell me a little bit more about the show and what people can expect.
Man, about 40 years of hip hop. Um, if you've been a fan of mine, if you're a day one fan, you're gonna love it because I go through my history. So I think it's cool too, for the new fans to see the history, going from NWA, all the way to the present day, everything in between. I'm gonna have my homeboy Dub C up there with me. So, we just, it's kind of like a bucket list moment. You know what I mean? You gotta come see me if I'm in the area for sure.
Yes, I know. Everybody has to see Ice Cube at least once in their lifetime. And like I was telling you, you were here last summer. Say somebody went to that show. Is it going to be a little bit different this time around, or do you do the same set?
No, I always put different wrinkles in, just for that. If you see me once, you don't know what I'm gonna do this time. That's how I make sure that I never do the same show twice. And I think people dig that. People, if they know exactly what you're gonna do, they'll stop coming. So,
Yeah, no, for real.
I let them know that it's always different songs. I got a catalog full of music. I think everybody in St. Louis a dig. So I'm gonna go through that catalog for sure.
Well, I'm excited for it. Now, you mentioned that you have a new album that's going to be on the way. Do you have a release date for that yet?
It's very soon we'll be announcing the release date. In these days and age, you have to make sure everything is uploaded to these different platforms and everything is kind of cocked and loaded before you go. We still in the process of finishing contracts and doing all the boring paperwork and stuff. So once we finish that, we know, we got deals on these records, then we can put the release date on it. But it's gonna be very soon.
And it's called Man Down. Why did you choose the
Yeah.
title for that?
Well, I just think men got to stand up nowadays. We
hmm
um, taking hits in all kind of areas and directions. Manhood is being, really called toxic, which I don't subscribe to that. I think being a man is great. Masculinity is great. And so to me, it's a record. Just it's not beating it over the head, but if you listen to the album, there's sprinkles of why the record is called Man Down and what we need to do as men to stand back up.
I love it. Now, this is being released under Lynch Mob Records. You guys have been around it since the 1990s. I wasn't even born when you came up with this. You have signed so many different artists over the past couple of years. Well, not past couple of years, I would say 20 years. But is
Yeah.
there anybody that you're looking to sign recently?
No, not really. I use Lynch Mob Records pretty much to put my records out.
hmm
I'm my days of producing this group and that group, them days are over. I'm doing a lot of stuff, as far as in sports with the BIG3 that kind of has my hands full, and movies that we doing. So I wouldn't put an artist up under me because I wouldn't want to shortchange them at this point in time. I think artists need to be with people who ready to push them and you know, make sure their career is on the right path 24/7. And it's only so many hours in the day. So I kind of stepped away from that.
I love that because there's a lot of people that are selfish and are like, I would just sign everybody just to have them so nobody else can have them. So I love to hear that. And you actually have a couple of your kids that were signed to the label as well. Did you expect your kids to follow in your footsteps into the media industry?
Well, they have in certain ways, when they're young, they don't know really which direction they want to
Mhm.
go in. Sometimes they wake up, they want to be artists. Other times they wake up, they want to be behind the scenes or go in a totally different direction. I thought, both of them were gonna do music, but I got one son that's in the films, and then I got one son who's, pretty much behind the scenes. He's more of a manager type, and so. Um, he's helped me produce movies, and so that's where his heart is. And
Mhm.
so, whatever they want to do as a father, I think it's important to be able to help them, realize their dreams. And sometimes they change their mind on you.
That's awesome. Well, you've been married to Kimberly for 32 years now. Huge congratulations on that. And like you were talking about earlier, there are a lot of guys in this generation who have 20 baby mamas. There's a lot of women who have a lot of baby daddies. How do you feel like this generation needs to do better as far as making it to marriage? What is something that we can do?
Well, I think as far as the youngsters, I think you should always really be careful on who you have children with. It's very important for a lot of different reasons. You just can't fall in love with looks. You have to make sure you have a connection, and that you got to understand your responsibility on bringing a child into the world. I think, we're going to be judged on, um, what we're responsible for in this world. And I think we all get caught up in a lot of stuff that don't have nothing to do with us, and we neglect our kids. And so, we got to change that. The kids is the future. Be good to your kids because you're gonna be old one day. You're gonna hope they step up and take care of your old ass. So, the thing is to be mindful of that. Be mindful that, treat people like you want to be treated. And that goes for your kids too.
Definitely. And now I don't have any kids of my own, but I know that they'll be huge Ice Cube fans. You have so many records that you've sold, over 30 million. You've won at so many different awards. You walk into Ross or TJ Maxx and you see t-shirts with your face on it. How do you feel like you have been able to stick around so many years? It seems like you never get a break. You keep on going.
Um, I I only pop out when I got something cool. I think I've been out more with the BIG3 and with the basketball league than throughout my career. You usually don't hear from me unless I'm putting out a record or a
Mhm.
movie, um, something you can be a part of. And when you keep giving people cool stuff, they reward you with longevity. And so that's really what's been going on is, people been digging, what I've been doing for a long time, and they've blessed me with this longevity.
For sure. And now you also have Cube Vision TV. Huge congratulations on your collaboration with Paramount. What can we expect coming out with Cube Vision?
We're gonna start working on a series that deals with the hurdles that black actors and producers have to face in Hollywood. I think it's interesting story, interesting backdrops, interesting characters. We developing that right now with Showtime, and hopefully real soon we'll hit the big screen with it or the
Well, I'm
little
excited
screen.
for that. Yes, for sure. And of course, we can't forget about the Friday franchise. Now, you mentioned before that you were kind of going back and forth with Warner, trying to figure out if Last Friday could be coming out. Is there any movement in that? Can we expect to see that coming out soon?
Yeah, there's been movement. We're still trying to get the deal together. Once we do that, then we'll have kind of what we need to start really working on the project. We have to start with a script and then cast it. And so it's we're some time away, but we're closer than we ever been. And so I'm happy about that. Just can't wait to like I said, just boring paperwork stuff get done.
Yeah.
Then we can start, bringing the franchise to life, bringing those characters back that everybody loved, paying homage to the characters that we lost, and make a cool, fun movie.
That's awesome. Well, I'm super excited to see it whenever it does come out. And I know you're very busy. I do got one last question for you. We keep on talking about BIG3. You have done huge things with BIG3. BIG3. You're also a huge Raiders fan. Is there any other sports that you're trying to get into?
Um, Not in the business wise, but as a fan, I love baseball. I love the Dodgers. Love the Lakers. I love the Kings, LA Kings. Um, and of course the Raiders. And so, as a fan, I think my hands are full.
Yeah.
But in the business wise, the BIG3, we just finished our seventh season, and it's been great. It's been amazing to grow that league. We still have some work to do on that front. So that's kind of where all my focus is going to be for the next few years.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see you this Sunday as well. You're going to be taking over the factory this Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Make sure you grab your tickets to go see Ice Cube. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you.
Anytime, anytime. See you soon.